It's horrible, man.
I was right down me. The only woman I'd ever loved was gone for good. I made a decision that some may refer to as brainless or foolish. I had no other choice.
What'd you do?
I decided right there and then that I could no longer bear the humiliation of living in my own tank any longer. Faked my own death. By bobbing upside down on the surface for a while. Then I skedaddled. In the years that followed, I traveled from tank to tank, meeting many new fish. I used aliases. Sometimes I was Mr. Fishy Lips. Woo! Go! Or Gil, yeah! There was also Glug Glug, the lovable fat kid. Guys, wait for me, guys! You can love the scent. And Princess Shiny. It was under the assumed name of George Huberman that I had my most interesting years. I traveled far and wide. The world was my tank. I became a fin stripper. It was a job that entailed assisting in the artificial breeding process of fish that had been so overbred that they could no longer bear to perform their sexual reproductive activities without help. I traveled to a bubble eye colony in the south of France. It was very hard labor. Every day I would strip the eggs from the females with my bare fins. I quickly got over any social stimulus. Then, in the afternoons after the males had milked themselves, I would mix the two substances together and transfer the fragile sacs over to the nursing unit for further care. This went on for quite some time. But finally, it was time to move on to something simpler, cleaner. A life of chastity.
You stopped having sex?
Indeed!
But why?
Because the only woman that ever could have been for me was about to become married to a pufferfish named David Blowy. Yes! I'm terribly afraid it's true. The woman that was supposed to be mine was about to become Lola Blowy. I couldn't bear it. I said goodbye to my sea snail friends, whom at the time were calling me and I left. It was around that time that I moved on to this abode with you, my very pink friend. And here I have been ever since. A short while later, my friend Alice, your lovely alarm clock.
I didn't know.
No. No, you didn't. We became fast friends. We brought each other joy and happiness in this seemingly dreary existence. We came from greatly different worlds. Her on the bedside table, and I in my boat. But the only thing that separated us was a thin wall of glass, nothing more. I have never laughed so hard in my life as I did with that clock. She just had a way about her. It was so pleasant. So charming. She had a smile that could make the birds sing. My life was full again. We lived for each other. At night, while you slept, we would write witty soliloquies. Hers always ended with some sort of bell, so that she could perform them right before she went off each morning. It was wildly entertaining. But alas.
I'm really sorry.
Alas. Now it is my turn. My last true friend in the entire world is gone. I don't believe that I could possibly bear another morning alone. And so it is with deep regret that I bid you farewell, David. I truly hope that your life is more fruitful than mine. More than kind. Up until the end, when you viciously murdered my best friend. Goodbye, David. May we meet again in a kind life.
Not yet, Mr. Tangerine. Not yet.
It's okay, I'll buy you a new one.